Yes. What's up, everybody? We are here with Bill and Chucky from Dropout Kings. What's going on, guys?
In your head, bucket full of green bread and a blunt full of keef. So I got a question like, hey, do you got a stick like, hey, say you moving bricks like, hey, talking to the feds like, hey,
What's good, people? We happy to be here, man. Thank you for having us.
Hey, how's it going, man? Nice. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, oh yeah, man. Welcome to Bacon is My Podcast, the show where we try and get to the core of what is important to you, what makes your life better, what makes your life, what like bacon is in your life.
Right.
I like it.
First question, true or false, cereal is a soup?
False.
False. How many pillows is too many?
How many pillows is too many? You can never have enough pillows,
You
bro.
can never have enough pillows. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. These are the hard-hitting questions we like to do here. I like that.
Yeah, I'm down for sure.
So you guys are performing today. What time, what stage?
Oh, 440 Monster Stage.
440
Yeah,
Monster Stage.
440.
Now, by the time you see this, that'll be over. But you know that it was awesome, and you're going to go check them out anyway. And you're going to check them out at all their links and all their socials. Who's got all the social information?
The social information?
Oh, yeah, Dropout Kings AZ. So check us out, man. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all of that.
we got all
Dropout
of
Kings
it.
AZ. We out here, man. Get at us. Check us out.
Nice, nice. Now, we're also musicians, so we've done interviews a bunch of times, and we hate answering the same questions all the time, and we know that you get them all the time. That's why we try and do something different. But one thing I do like to find out is, like, what is the thing that either of you have that, like, nobody asks you about that you could talk about for hours? What's that thing that you're like, man, I wish somebody would ask me? What do you got?
Dude, I do a lot of random stuff. I make like graphics and like videos and
That's
stuff
awesome.
like that, and like photography. So like, I'm like super into cinematography stuff, and like
Nice.
I don't talk to a lot of people about it, but I do talk to a good amount of people about it. But that's one thing.
Are you like a movie buff or?
I just like how like crazy it can look, like detailed it look,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like,
Sure,
like
yeah.
some like super cinematic ones. I'm not.
You get
sure.
super into
Yeah.
the editing and stuff?
Yeah, and the editing and stuff,
Okay,
like
yeah.
color, like is it Euphoria? Yeah, Euphoria is like coloring is like super sick. And
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, okay.
So yeah, I'm just like super into that stuff, I guess.
Nice. Do you do any work for anybody else? Do you design? Or is it just kind of like a side thing?
I do it as like a side thing. I'm working on some projects right now. I actually shot the video for Ain't Depressed, our video. Ain't
Nice.
Depressed, and Virus. I shot that video too.
Oh, sweet.
It's awesome.
So those are two videos I did, and then yeah.
Nice. Did you conceptualize them from the beginning, or did you do the shooting and editing, or were you guys all together on that?
Tag teaming on that.
Yeah,
Nice, nice.
we busted that out. We had
Yeah.
the storyboard.
Yeah.
It's actually like perfect because the thing that, I mean, I kind of talk about it a lot, even if people don't ask me, right?
Yeah.
But I got I'm writing a story called Floral Swords. It's like a graphic novel.
Oh, sweet.
So, eventually one day we want to have video games, have the whole anime type of
Hell
style.
yeah.
But a lot of the music and the lyrics from our songs and the solo music I work on and other things connects to the story. And so Chucky's helped me out a lot on that. We've basically been working together with a few other people outside of the band. And Rob has helped too, and just
Yeah.
creating these characters. And I've been writing this story for a few years, so getting ready to launch it later this year. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Dude,
man, we've been grinding.
awesome.
So,
That's
I'm
crazy.
excited for people to see some other artistic skills that we
How
have.
do you find, like, so how do you approach connecting everything, like from the beginning? Are you like, okay, I'm gonna structure this out this way, or do you kind of like, as you're going, you're like, hey, I'm kind of writing the continuing story of this or the continuing story of that?
It's definitely like the latter. Like, for me, I like to work kind of like when I take on a project, I'll usually work and get it to 85 or kind of like 90% done, but I'll leave almost like in my head conceptually like a little space for some wiggle room for just like if there's another idea that pops up maybe late, that's good, or something
Right.
where we can, oh, that would be sick, plug it in last second and kind of make it work.
Yeah.
So that's kind of, I had the idea before we were even making the band and before I kind of really got into my solo music. But now that we're got the ball rolling and we've been doing stuff, I was just thinking like, what's another way to kind of separate the art and make it something special and different from just people talking about their own lives or just telling you
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
things you've already heard. So I was like, oh man, I'm gonna be like Stanley combined with Tupac. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's sick.
and just
The world needs that. Yeah.
So
Those are two big losses.
hey, you feel me? R.I.P. to both for sure. You know.
That's one thing that a couple of like bands have been doing that, like kind of as an example, Beartooth.
Yo.
They just did
Shouts to
they did a
Beartooth.
Below graphic novel as well.
Oh,
so a lot of
sick.
bands seem to be like
Yo,
putting
I
them
gotta
together.
scope that. I love Beartooth.
I think people in our generation definitely, you know,
Yeah,
right? You see the
gravitate towards
MCU
that.
and all that type of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like we grew up on that stuff, so we like comics and Goku,
And we
and
like connecting.
Naruto and whatever.
Yeah.
So I was just like, cool. What if we just had like our dope own kind of ninja story and stuff going
Yeah.
down in space, and then
Some
you just
fun
got this
stuff.
sick music that can actually connect to it, and then like when you listen to the music again after you've heard some songs, and then you see the story in here, that you'll hear it in a whole new light.
That's
and
awesome.
It'll almost like be like a brand new song again because you'll be like, wow.
MCU, it's connective tissue. Everything's
You
connected.
know what I mean?
It's-
Yeah.
Yeah, like the first time I heard Coheed and then found out that Coheed and Cambria was like a whole project and those are characters in the story and
Yo.
reading the graphic novel, it opens the song up to so many more things. You attach it to yourself, but then you're also following it like a story, which is
Right.
really cool.
That's exactly
Yeah.
Coheed definitely they know what's up.
Yeah,
It's
they know
definitely
what's up
like,
for
you know,
sure.
building
They're
off
the
of an
boys.
idea kind of like that for
Coheed.
sure.
So that's awesome. Well, we know you guys got a lot of stuff to do today and you got a show. We're going to definitely try and check you out later. We'll be there. If we're not here, we'll be there.
Hey, straight up, we appreciate
So,
it.
but we'd
man.
love to have you on for a full show also because you guys would be a lot of fun to talk to. But
Hey,
thank
for
you guys
sure.
for hanging out with us.
Thank you for
Hey,
having
thank you
us,
for
man.
having us.
Definitely, we'll
Give
love
them
to
one
be
more
back.
time. Let them know where they can find you.
You know what it is, man. Black Cap Bills.
Chucky.
And we are in the Dropout Kings, Dropout Kings AZ, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter,
TikTok.
whatever social media. You know what I'm saying? We on Spotify and Apple Music, of course, and stuff. So look us
Yeah.
up, YouTube, all that. Get at us. Yeah.
Nice. Check them out. And you know us. Ask yourself every day, most important question of your life. What's your bacon?
What's your bacon?
Facts.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick time out. We want to tell you all about our awesome sponsor, Manscaped. Manscaped.com. We've been telling you about them since the beginning of the year. We've been users for years. But now they've put out the new Ultra Premium Collection. And what the Ultra Premium Collection includes is a 2-in-1 shampoo conditioner, a body wash, a hydrating body spray, deodorant, and lip balm. And what you do is you go to the shopping cart.
Yep.
You put all your things in there.
Yep.
And when you're done, you use the promo code BACONPOD and you get 20% off and free shipping.
I'm going to stop for 1 second and I'm just going to let you guys know that I've actually been using this stuff for the last 2 weeks. I got my order 2 weeks ago and I've been using it every day. And so I'm just going to give you a super fast review. The shampoo conditioner is awesome. My hair feels great. It doesn't feel dry. It's not loaded down. It's not weighted down. And it actually feels really good. The body wash is awesome. It lathers up really great. I use a very little bit of it. I'm kind of like a sponge guy, so I'll put it on the sponge, loofah, or whatever you want to call it. And it's awesome. The surprise for me has been the body spray. It's really awesome. I never used anything like that before. I got it and I was like, what's this gonna do? I'll tell you what, as a person with tattoos, man, my arms feel dry every now and then. And sometimes for you that have tattoos, you understand that like when it gets dry, you start to feel like a raised up area for where your tattoo was. This actually, it smells great and it feels great and it keeps you hydrated. My hands, my arms, my tattoos, that's what I've really used it on. I haven't done the whole body or anything like that. I do use all the other products. I use the crop preserver. I use the foot spray at night. I don't use it during the day because it
The
might leave
Reviver
your
as
feet
well
wet.
for a midday spritz.
Yeah, 100%.
That is not included in this, but
The wipes are key.
you can
all
use
that stuff.
Oh, here we go. We got the wipes too.
Yep.
You can use all this stuff, and you can get 20% off on all of these things. And of course, their flagship Lawnmower 4.0, which I was skeptical. I had the 3.0. They gave us a 4.0. I was like, how much better could it be?
It's better.
It's way better.
I've nicked my sack on the
0
3.0.
times.
And I've nicked my sack 0 times on the 4.0.
Right. So go ahead, go to manscaped.com, use the promo code BACONPOD, get 20% off, get free shipping, and support a really awesome brand that we believe in, and support the show a little bit.
It's really good, guys. I don't care. If it's not good, I'd tell you, because I don't care.
Right. So
It doesn't matter to me. But honestly, like, I'd use this stuff whether we had a discount or not. And I use our promo discount because that's what we have. So have the same discount that we do.
Indeed.
And go over to manscaped.com and use Bacon Pod as your discount. All right.
Classic.
That's how we know when to edit.
There you go.
Just line it up at the beginning. You can take us in this one.
All right, what's up? What's up, everybody? We're here on Bacon Is My Podcast.
Still.
And we're here with Northbound. What do we call you? Northbound?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you asked me to stay, I'd be leading with this. You're on a very long list of the things that I miss. So won't you hold me like you did that night?
The band's called Northbound. My name's John. But yeah, it's kind of a solo project, kind of a band, kind of a gang. I don't know.
Nice.
So John or Northbound.
John or Northbound. All right, John Northbound. Johnny Northbound.
Johnny Northbound.
Johnny Northbound.
That's a good one too.
Right? That's
We got
nice.
a buddy that we call Johnny Sweet Tooth. His band's name is Sweet Tooth.
Yes. And here's Johnny Sweet
Be
Tooth.
Johnny
go.
Northbound.
There
That's
you go.
perfect. Awesome.
I like it. So you just came off stage, man. Like literally just came off stage.
Yeah, I think we finished our set about 7 minutes ago, something like that.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling adrenalized. I'm
Nice.
feeling a little anxious. And but mostly I'm feeling good. Feeling
Nice.
good. I'm really happy to be here.
Excellent. Well, we like to. We're both musicians, so we like to do this as like an anti-interview. We don't,
Dope.
like. We have no reason to ask you all the questions that we hate to be asked in interviews. So I'm going to start off with this one.
Okay.
How many pillows is too many pillows?
How many pillows? As a guy who has approximately 10 pillows or so on my bed,
Pillows.
and I got like a couple of those Squishmallow things. You familiar with
those
those?
are
Pretty great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many is too many? Too many. I don't know. Maybe like where there's no room to sleep in the bed. But other than that, there's
They
no
fall
such
off.
thing.
If they fall off, they're too many.
Yes.
Are you like? Are they all functional pillows,
Or are they
are you
decorative?
like decor pillows?
No, I'm not a big decorative pillow guy.
Right.
I don't make my bed.
Nor should you. Anyone.
I mean, I kind of like do like a fold up at the
Okay.
bottom of the bed, just so it's like a little bit neat. But I'm not a fan of making the bed. Not a fan of decorative stuff. It's all function.
I like it.
Very
I like
practical guy.
It. Me too.
Utility.
Very practical on that. Utility.
Yeah,
Utility,
big
that's-
into utility.
Yeah. Utility is super important. I think that's lost a lot of times.
I agree.
Yeah. Doilies, duvets,
Right.
don't need them.
I can't even tuck in the bottom of the blankets in the bed.
No, I
can't.
hate that.
My feet
Trapped.
I feel like I'm in prison.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
do it.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah,
do
that's
that.
the first thing.
I start to freak out.
When you go in the hotel room, you got to kick the bottom out like ah.
That is what I do,
Yeah.
straight up.
100%.
You have to.
That's how it works.
Absolutely. So what we do also like to talk about is like you're going to be here doing tons of these today, I'm sure, right? You're doing a few of these.
Yeah, I got a couple.
Yeah.
And so we're not going to ask you where'd you come up with the band name or anything like that.
Okay.
What we
You'll-
want to
you'll
know
get it.
is what's the thing that you wished you were asked about in interviews that you can talk about?
What's your bacon?
What is your bacon?
The thing
Okay.
that makes your life better, man.
Now I get it.
Bacon on a burger? Even better.
Bacon in life.
Bacon on the side? Meal becomes exponentially better.
Yeah.
So
Right.
what is that bacon?
I love that. Okay, now the name makes so much more sense to me. I don't know. I think I wish people talked more about just like having a genuine connection, like when you play music.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, maybe some mental health stuff, but that's not I guess my bacon. That's more my
Well, that's still
I don't
a
know.
passion, maybe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess I do have a thing that I really like to connect with people. I really like to, I don't know, I like to build relationships and connect with the people, and I feel like the music is almost like secondary to that in my head. It's almost like the music is just the mechanism of which I chose when I was younger
Right.
Get
to
there.
get that kind of connection that I think I was craving maybe as a kid.
Did you
I don't know
have
how deep we're going, but
Yeah, we can go wherever.
Wherever.
We're very loose with our
All right,
structure on this podcast. Do you remember like the first time that you listened to music that you felt like gave you that connection? Do you remember the song? Did you have like something?
yes. I think it's funny, in my band we call it the feeling.
Yeah,
Like it's just like, oh, that riff gives me the feeling. Or,
absolutely.
oh, this
I'm familiar
place.
with the feeling. Yeah,
Yeah. So the first time I got the feeling, I think I went to Best Buy with my dad when I was a kid. I was very young. And I bought a Warped Tour 2003 DVD thing. You remember
Nice.
those?
Oh,
It was
yeah,
like-
yeah, absolutely.
Samplers, yeah.
Yeah, but it was a DVD, and I saw a video of Less Than Jake playing.
Nice.
I don't want to say the song name wrong. I think it's called "The Ghost of You and Me" or "Me and You." No, "The Ghost of You and Me."
You and Me,
You
yeah.
and Me. That song blew my mind when I heard it, and if that was in 03 or 04, that means I was like 10 or 11 years old.
Right.
So that was where I was like, whoa, I want to do that.
Nice.
And it just spoke to me.
That's all, dude. That's
awesome.
that's
No,
why
that's
we
all it
all did
takes.
it. You know what I mean? That's the whole
Hyper-specific.
thing. I think that's cool though. I think
Yeah.
it gets lost sometimes. People don't realize as songwriters how much we're trying to do that all the time.
Right.
You know, we're always just trying
Yeah.
to kind of like reach out a little bit and be like, love me. You know, like whatever it is.
100%. Yeah. There's definitely a big piece of that.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any mistake that I'm in this field. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it is like the ultimate, like, see me, hear me, love me kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's cool because you get to do it in a way that makes other people feel the same way.
Right. And that's the connection.
And
piece.
that's exactly.
Yeah.
That's where everything kind of comes together in it, you know?
For sure.
Yeah, it's funny too. Like, so the connection thing and stuff like that. When you're writing, do you ever? Is it ever like in your mind? I hope I want this song to connect with this type of person this way, because I heard an interview with Alanis Morissette, and she said that when the song is being created, it's all about me. That's it.
Right.
It's me. After it's out, then it's all about you.
That's all about you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very well said. Yeah, I mean, I wish I could say that there is a thing that happens where I'm like, oh, this is gonna affect this type of person in this way, and this is gonna mean. It's not. It really is. I back up that quote 100%. It is just like whatever comes out of me, and it's mine. And then like I always look at it like that, where it's like once the music is out, then it's like no longer mine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like releasing an animal or something like that. You know what they say? Like,
Yeah,
set
no,
an
it's
animal
true.
free if it comes
Back into the wild.
Yeah, like it's like you just let it go, and then like I try not to really listen to it after that. Yeah, because it is for me 100%. I will be honest. Like
Yeah.
it is for me.
I think it has to be.
It's got to be.
But
yeah.
there's a symbiotic relationship. I think, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you have that like in your mind the first time that somebody came to you and said like, what you wrote, like, matters to me?
I don't remember like the first time
Yeah.
that happened, but
Which is great because that means it happens more than once.
yeah, it's
pretty awesome.
whenever it does happen, it's pretty special. But yeah, no, I don't remember the first time, but yeah, if anything means anything to anyone, that's cool.
Yeah.
Because then it's like I said, if I give it away, it's already bigger than me. If one person cares for it, then it's already like serving a purpose.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like beyond my own purpose. Like it's already serving more than my own needs to like make and like share things I make, I guess.
Yeah.
For sure.
Nice. So we got pretty deep there.
Yeah.
What do you do to turn it off?
I don't.
You don't? Are you able to? You nothing? Like you,
Not really.
comics, movies, huge bag of weed?
No. Like weed turns it on. Like weed turns the volume up by like
Always.
a million, so I can't do that. I love to bike. I've been getting into
Nice.
bike riding.
Nice.
It's been a really cool thing for me, just like getting more in control of my health and stuff like that. I've been on a journey with that for the last year or so. Yeah, I love stand-up comedy.
Nice. Us too. We're huge fans.
Really, yeah. It's me and my buddy Sterling, who plays in my band. We always say that like doing stand up is our actual secret dream that like we're like too scared to do. You know,
dude, isn't it nuts? Like I've been to a couple like stand-up open mics, and I lived with a couple comedians for a while in New York.
Cool.
It was crazy, and watching them go up, and they would say the same thing to me. Me and one of them would joke all the time about like what was harder, going and doing like music or going and doing stand-up and everything. And I was like, dude, I could never go up by myself and be like, I'm about to be funny.
right, yeah,
maybe,
yeah. It's pretty brutal. It's pretty like. I guess it's a similar field, you know, it's like performing arts,
right.
But it's so intimidating. I would love to do it someday, maybe someday.
Have you ever done any like improv or anything like that? Have you tried that?
No, I mean, when I was in high
That's a
school,
head trip.
I was like into drama and stuff, but like beyond high school, no, nothing in that realm at all.
You're on stage, you do improv all the time.
Yeah, sometimes
some
poorly.
jokes?
yeah. Sometimes I try. Like today, we were playing, and I was like, I don't know. Like we're in a band. We don't wake up at like 6 a.m. very often.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And,
Yeah,
it's a really long day out here, and I was like, guys, we woke up at 7 a.m. today. That's messed up. I like said that on stage, and everyone was like, what are you talking? Like, I was like, you don't understand. Like, that's not what we do. Like,
these usually happen at night.
Yeah, like we're like barely alive right now, you know. So I bombed. I definitely bombed up there.
That's all right. That's how you get better.
Who's your comedian? Like,
there's so many. I'm really into Pete Holmes at the moment.
Okay.
You familiar with him?
I am. Yeah.
He has a podcast called You Made It Weird.
Yeah.
And he is kind of like hippie adjacent meditation guy who like does stand up, and I just think he's really funny, but he looks at life in a really endearing, kind of like nurturing way.
Right.
That's cool.
And he's hilarious, so I like him a lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new George Carlin documentary yet?
I have not. No.
It's 2-parter. It's like 4 hours long.
Dang.
But
I
it's
haven't
super
watched it
worth
yet either. I gotta get on that.
It is awesome.
I got to check that out.
Yeah, for sure. He's my guy.
It looks like it's gonna be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it existed.
It just came out.
Okay.
Judd Apatow.
Okay.
He directed it and did the whole thing.
Sweet. Big Judd Apatow guy.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Yeah.
Freaks and Geeks.
Oh, absolutely.
Wow. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Man, that you know what sucks? That just ended.
Yeah, right. There was
just
like no closure.
No
Right.
closure, no nothing, just
Yeah, but some things just come around for a little bit, and they bless
That's
us
right.
with their. I'm talking like Pete Holmes now. They bless us with their beauty, and then they go away.
Yeah.
And that's cool.
They leave you wanting more. It's always better to leave them wanting more than to leave them wanting less.
Always.
Believe me, I know. I often leave them wanting less.
he's
Part of my gig.
he loves to like
That's part of my gig.
when I play with his band, he
Yeah.
is the headliner. And he's like, no, I just play last.
just last.
I just play last.
It's just
And
last.
he's always on super late. And the later it is, the more songs he wants to play.
Uh huh.
So
Yeah.
3 hours later, you're like, okay, buddy, I'm
That's
ready
wild.
to skedaddle.
It's a lot of stamina there. 3 hours.
It's not three quality hours.
Fair enough.
It's maybe two quality hours and then diminishing returns after that.
Yes.
It's only natural.
Yeah, it's fueled
That's
by
how it works.
Jameson towards
It is
that third hour.
very much fueled by Jameson.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So what is next for you and
Yeah, you
the band?
got
And
tours coming up. You got a bunch of shows coming up. I saw a
Yeah.
post with a bunch of stuff.
I've got some stuff happening in August. We're doing a tour. It's like not really fully secured yet, but there's a
Okay.
tour, and we're playing a festival in Michigan called Excellency Fest with like Knuckle Puck and
Cool.
some cool other bands. So we're gonna tour up there and back to Florida, and we're actually going to make a new record next
Nice.
month. So that's really exciting.
Oh,
So
excellent.
I get home from this, and then like I think like a week later, I'm in Miami recording for like 28 days or something like that.
Wow.
that's awesome. Is
That's
everything
doing it. Nice.
Is everything written, or are you guys gonna go in and like kind of?
there's definitely some like kinks to be worked out, but I actually have like too many songs, and I have to choose the ones that make the most sense as like one unit.
It's a good problem to have.
And that, I guess it is a good problem, but it's also like, dang, like I don't know, like it's hard to make it. Sometimes it feels like I'm scrapbooking or something, like I'm taking like this and this and this, and it's like, okay, does it work? Hopefully. You know?
Right.
Well, that's why we talked about this a few times this weekend with a bunch of artists. It's like a lot of people are doing the single thing just because it's like,
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about all that, like worrying about putting this all on one spot, for it to make sense. Like, you could just go all in on a song.
Right.
If it's a direction, it's the direction. That's it.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's a really viable approach these days. I think I'm just a record guy, though.
That's cool,
like, I want to
man.
make records.
Yeah.
Some people are. So
Yeah.
he's got a short attention span. He wants like a good song, and then he wants
do
to
have
hear a
short
different
attention
voice.
span. Yeah.
I like a record from front to back. If I can listen to a record front to back, that's my like, okay, I'm going to spend money on these people.
Yeah, definitely.
That's
Yeah.
my
Definitely.
I feel like in this like world of like singles and all that stuff, like I'll hear a song that blows my mind and is incredible, and then I will like forget it existed like a day later.
It
which
does happen like
Yeah.
that.
because I don't like sit down and consume the whole record.
Right.
Like, it's just like, oh, this song, and like play.
I can see that too. That makes a lot of sense.
You know what I mean? Like
It's just kind of lost.
yeah. I mean, there's just so much. There's so many bands, and there's
Yeah.
so much music. It's like, I feel like, yeah, like I have trouble keeping track of bands who just do singles. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
For sure. Yeah. Awesome. So, everybody, where can they find Northbound?
Yeah, Northbound FL on all the social medias. Northboundfl.com. Come to a gig.
Yeah, come to a gig, check out the
Listen to the music.
wait for the album, and listen to it front to back. And we'll try and set up a full thing with you at some point too. Cause,
For sure, we'd
it'd be
love
cool.
to.
It'd be fun. All right.
Awesome.
And until then, we'll let you go because you got a busy day. And everybody at home, remember to ask yourself the most important
One
question you can ever ask yourself.
What's your bacon?
Beautiful. Thank you, guys.
This episode of Bacon is My Podcast is brought to you by drinkwildbills.com and growyourassoff.com. Use promo code BACON to get 10% off your entire order.
Yeah. Grilling season is never over. And you always want to quench your thirst, and why not do it with some craft-made beverages by Wild Bills?
The two work together pretty awesome.
Yeah, agreed. So go ahead, hit them up, check it out. It helps them, which are awesome companies, and it helps us.
It helps us and it helps you.
And it helps you to
Because you like
live
to
a more flavorful life.
You like delicious things in your mouth.
Indeed. So
Do it.
go do it now.
Do it.